Hello and welcome to Riffed, the show where two up-and-coming bands are pitted against each other in an intense battle of songwriting ability.
Stay tuned to see what our two bands this week, Barbasco and Ephemera, are up against. Let's get grooving.
Welcome back to the Riff studio. As usual on the show, two bands will be challenged to create a 1-minute original song with the help of their bandmates. The teams will have to complete the challenge in 10 minutes. But what extra challenge will there be this week?
Well, to make things more exciting, each band will have to write the song in the style of a randomly selected genre. You, our lovely audience members, have sent in genres that you would like to see performed, so stay tuned to find out which will be chosen. The songs will of course be scored by our fabulous panel of judges. who we will be getting to know later in the show. But before any of that, let's get a look at our first competitors. Ephemera, take it away.
No waiting, no peace inside. My clip on tight, yeah, you pull it until it snaps right off, and so I snap at you. No, I hate to, but you push it. You're crying, you're screaming out, you're all about theatrics. No public, no prying eyes, your alibis, they're useless. Do you like it? Oh yes I do. Do you like it? But not like you.
Amazing, thank you, Ephemera. Do you guys want to do a little bit of introductions? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. I'm
Come forward,
Mike.
guys,
I'm
come
the
forward.
vocalist. Give me a voice. Well, from left to right then.
I'm Sam, and I'm the bassist.
I'm Mike again. I'm the vocalist again.
I'm Tom, and I'm the drummer.
I'm Dan, I'm the guitarist.
Brilliant, thank you very much, guys. Well, it was a brilliant performance. Are you guys ready? On to the moment of truth for Ephemera. Which genre will you be given? The mystery genre. Let's spin the wheel. There we go, blues. How do we feel about blues, guys?
Better than expected.
Amazing. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right, it's time to say goodbye to Ephemera. You guys are going to go off and practice and write the song. Go for it. Right, we'll check back in with Ephemera later, but first, let's hear a performance from our second band. It's Barbasco.
When we're alone, the world used to call home. If I've told you once, I've told it twice. Never listen to my advice. I'm just a deadbeat, cold, hard, solid proof. Let some things come back for you. Another heavy sigh for another man. Another day without a plan. Another deadbeat, cold, hard, living proof. The little things come back for you. Oh, little things like breaking your heart, oh God. My body's been shaking hard. Sleepless nights and working days. Something's tearing me apart. Oh, maybe it's a need to socialize.
That was absolutely incredible, guys. Come out from behind your instruments and introduce yourself to everyone here at home.
Hello, my name's Noel Lambert, and I play the geet fiddle.
My name is Luke Burgess, and I play the drums.
My name is Dan Coleman and I play the keys.
Jacob Alexander Lambert and I play the bass. I'm Nathan Roudnitz. I'm the singer and guitarist.
Well, now on for the moment of truth for Barbasco. Which genre will you be writing in? Let's spin the wheel. Alrighty guys, how do you feel about country music?
We love country music.
Love.
Love.
Amen, brother.
I was born in a country.
That's amazing to hear. Alrighty. Guys, I'm sure you know the drill by now. Time to join Ephemera in the rehearsal area. So, as we did before, Barbasco, get ready and go, go, go. Now, let's check in with Ephemera.
All right, thank you very much. We're here in the practice rooms with Ephemera. Guys, how are we feeling? What do we think about the chosen genre?
Pretty well is our consensus. I think a lot of us have inspiration from blues, although it is a bit far away from what we write. It's a big part of what we listen to as a group.
Brilliant. It's nice to know that you guys are feeling really confident about this competition. I'd like to know a little bit about your songwriting and how you think you're gonna cope having to do it in just 10 minutes.
I think we'll just try and keep it nice and simple. Just a nice, simple chord progression with a bass line and some little melodic licks over the top to keep it just feeling nice and happy.
Amazing. Are there any challenges you think you're going to be facing?
Each other in the time.
Well, you guys have 10 minutes to write a song, and hopefully it's going to be really brilliant. We can't wait to see what it's going to be like later on. You guys get writing away. We've got lots of different instruments going on, and I see a little sheet that says blues, the basics there. Right, now that we've seen how they're getting on, let's learn a little bit more about the musicians behind Ephemera.
Hi, we're Ephemera.
I wanted to perform last year at Battle of the Bands. So I know Tom from my course and Mike through friends and Dan through friends, so I just sort of pulled everybody together.
We've been making music just over a year now, I'd say, when we first started rehearsing, putting stuff together. And our first performance was February, I believe.
Personally, I'm quite inspired by Tron. They're like an instrumental math rock group, and Animals as Leaders as well.
I'd say Black Midi and Geordie Grape. A lot of experimental.
I'd probably say Tim Coniford of Rage Against the Machine and Justin Chancellor of Tool.
I'm probably inspired the most by Brian Dawson from Autumn. I think our biggest highlight's been our last gig, our first headliner.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was kind of not something we expected when we started the band, was to have an actual headlining gig that people were paying money to tickets to come and see us. Even though it was mostly, if not totally and entirely our friends, it still meant a lot to us. I didn't want to say it at the start, but when Sam first asked me to join a band to do performance and that, I was like, oh yeah, whatever, just to kind of get in and start building the band, just so one day we could be here performing, playing for Riffed. It would be everything for us.
Now we've said hello to our bands, but who holds their fates? With me are our esteemed panel of judges, Polly McGill, Jack McNeil, and Shimla Randall. It's lovely to have you guys back with us. How are you all doing today?
Really
well.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.
How do you feel about what you've just seen with Ephemera's starting performance?
I think really, really good. Really tight band. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, super together, great songwriting, really excited to see what they do.
I love the sort of Brit-pop look, so I'm excited to see what they come up with.
Amazing to hear. How do you think they're going to cope with blues as a genre?
I think they've got all the foundations there already, like their sound is pretty much there. I'm really interested to see what they come up with.
Yeah, based on some of their influences, I think they've got a bit of a challenge coming up, but I believe in them.
Hearing their little clip as well, I think some of their musical influences are definitely going to play a big part in this.
And what are some key things you're looking for knowing about the genre?
Despite the really short amount of time they have, I think, what was I going to say? I think that I want something that's a bit more polished, maybe.
Yeah, blues is a kind of genre with loads of standards, so they've got stuff to build upon.
Yeah, I agree with the other two.
Beautiful. Now, if there is a tiebreaker, Jack is our deciding vote. Thanks for that, judges, and let's get on to see how they're doing in the rehearsal area.
Right, here we are in the rehearsal room with Barbasco. Guys, your chosen genre is country. How are we feeling about it?
Well, I'm a pretty big country fan. I love country. What do you guys think?
I love country.
I really love country. I think I'm not so familiar with it, but I think we're enjoying it. That's for sure.
So the overall consensus there is they love country. Guys, now coming on about writing songs, coming up with, different riffs and the lyrics themselves, how are you guys finding that? How are you going to approach it? Remember, you've only got 10 minutes.
A groove we can come up with pretty easily in terms of, we have a pretty good relationship. We know how each other play. And then it's just getting vowels and consonants to fit into see what sticks.
Amazing. Thank you very much. That was Barbasco practicing. And just like last time, now that we've seen them in action, let's go now to Barbasco a little better, this time in their own words.
Hi everyone, we are Barbasco. We ran into each other by mistake, basically. It was the first day of uni. I saw an email come through with a little thing saying, oh, meet your bandmates. These guys are brothers. So Noah said, my brother plays the harmonica, we should go and play together. Since that very day. We've been making music for
about a year, maybe.
Yeah,
I reckon
just
less.
over a year.
John Lennon.
Booker T.
Jimmy Page.
Ziggy Bastos is up there for me.
I think gotta be Levon Helm from the band, the drummer. What a man.
It's the house party.
Yeah.
The great thing about the house parties is that everyone's there to have a great time already. Whereas at a bar, you sort of start from a disadvantage because people have just gone in there for a beer.
You got to convince the crowd.
If you're watching and you have a house party upcoming and you would like it to be lively and have music and good vibes, call us.
Opportunity to write, a good song, hopefully.
Yeah.
Which we can take forward, play to the masses. The people in the homes.
All right, well, that was Barbasco. How did you guys feel about their opening performance?
I thought they were a really tight, really good band.
Yeah, super together, musicality great. Really excited to see them.
Yeah, I've definitely got to agree. Amazing band.
And how do you think they're going to do with country music?
I think they've got the fashion sense down already, so I'm definitely excited to see what they come up with. I think they're going to do a really good job.
I have nothing else to say except that they've got the hats for it.
The kind of music they do already, I think country music is definitely on their side.
What are you looking out for in regards of country music? What's something if you don't see it, you're going to be upset?
I think a really good stage presence. I think with country music, you're putting on a performance as well as great music.
Yeah, a couple of twiddly riffs as well would be nice. Maybe a yeehaw at some point.
Definitely a song that sort of tells a story, probably.
Beautiful. And anything you would be worried about them for? What do you think might be a bit of their weaknesses in this genre?
I don't know if they would have one, to be honest. I think
Very
they'd be a
confident.
very strong band for this genre.
Yeah, I'm feeling confident for them.
Me too. Hopefully they can live up to their great outfits. Great stuff, but now let's join Tolin in the rehearsal area as Ephemera's time comes to an end.
Okay, Ephemera, time is up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop what you're doing, stop writing. Hopefully you guys have a song all made up there and get yourselves back into the studio to perform live. You go, 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 go. Right, whilst they get going, let's take a look at the history of the blues. Originating from the Delta, Mississippi in the 1920s, the blues came to life through guitars and harmonicas. From B.B. King to the rock blues hits of Jimi Hendrix and the White Stripes, blues songs continue to resonate and inspire. We sat down with the owner of Vinyl Cafe to ask him all about the blues.
So tell us a little bit about what makes up a blues rock song.
Yeah, well, I think, again, there's a lot of attitude in there for a start. Genres blur. With traditional blues, there's a lot of sadness. I'm not sure that is the same in necessarily in the Stones and the people we have in here that play blues. We had a guy, a blues guitarist in here called Troy Redfern, he was playing these 1950s resonator guitars, which I'd never seen before. And I think blues is much more of a guitar-based genre. It's still about, you know, the storytelling of the song, more within the music than the lyrics.
Performing first, let's see how they did. We have the incredible Ephemera.
Your wedding gown over by the bar, so far alone. Now, where will you sit me at your wedding gown? Just out of earshot, so close you can barely sprite.
Absolutely incredible job, guys. So, judges, what did we think of Ephemera's performance?
Really great, really tight. I think they really tackled the blues genre in a great way. And because of that, I give them an 8.
I really enjoyed it. It was a great piece of music. For me, it lacks some of the kind of attitude and that like palm muted, distorted guitars that you hear in blues. So I'm going to give it a 6.
I really love the grungy, moody kind of blues elements. For that, I'm going to give it an 8.
So, Ephemera, that means you have scored 22 points. Very well done. What a performance. Let's not forget, though, who we have coming up next. Let's check back in with Barbasco as their time comes to an end.
Amazing, we're back with Barbasco. Let's count it down for them in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop writing, stop what you're doing. Hopefully after that you'll have a completed song. So you guys go, get back in the studio, off you go. Okay, we're ready for that live performance. Now, let's learn a little bit more about what to expect from country music.
Country music was born in America's rural lands. The genre's yodeling and string instruments soon became a sound resonant with everyone. We chatted to Ian about what he thinks is so special about country music. What do you think really makes up the essential fabric of country music?
It's the way that the artist can frame an idea into a 3-minute story. It's all about simplicity. It's all about, you know, writing songs that mean something to everyday people.
What do you think makes country music now or back then, or just the idea of country music in general, so iconic?
So it's the fastest growing genre in Europe, but it is back to somehow, and especially young kids who like it, goes, you know, they can relate to it. Right, so all these guys have played here. Our audience that comes to see them are anything from, you know, late teenage kids to 60, 70-year-olds. It just crosses the genre. And
Next up to the stage, we have the incredible Barbasco.
Be gentle with me, stranger. Don't lead me down the road. Promise me nothing. I'm trying to lighten my load. Show me how to grieve and leave it all behind. To lighten my burden and move towards the light. But is it hard to see that the last thing I need is another empty savior to lead me down the road? So be gentle with me, stranger.
Thank you, Barbasco. Like before, let's see what the judges thought of Barbasco's performance.
I thought it was really, really good. I love the hats, so I'm going to give it an extra point than what I was going to, and I'm going to give it a 9.
That was a great performance. I would listen to that any day of the week. A lovely blues ballad. I was missing maybe a bit of kind of like lap steely guitar kind of licks in places, but overall, great. And I'm going to withhold my score until later.
They had just what I was looking for, a good story being told in the song, so I'm going to give it a 9.
Amazing. So, Barbasco, that means... Barbasco, that means you have scored 18 points. Very well done. What a performance. But who will win our golden record deal?
So, with our scores added up, Ephemera have
18 points, and Barbasco so far have... Sorry about that. Ephemera have 22 points, and Barbasco have 18 points, which means Barbasco wins. Well, Jack, please reveal your score.
My score is going to be an 8.
Amazing. So that means Barbasco win with 26 points.
There
you go, guys. Congratulations. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Darn tootin'.
Amazing. Well, is there anyone you want to thank? People like Johnny Cash for being above you while you perform there.
I would like to thank my mother.
Amazing.
I would also like to thank Cubba's mother.
I'd like to thank our collective inspiration, Ziggy Bastos, for leading us through. Yeah.
Amazing.
And speaking of which, we have our sad losers over here. Anything you would like to say to the camera? Beautiful to hear.
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for on this week's episode of Riffed. Join us next week when 2 more bands take to the stage to battle it out. If you want to have your say, scan this QR code to vote for which ridiculous instrument our bands will have to use. As always, I've been Tolan.
And I've been Summer. Thanks for watching. And always remember to get grooving.